Hey everyone, this is an alcohol-free life channel where we're learning to live sober one day at a time. If you could take a second, can you please hit that subscribe button? And don't forget to smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. My name is Terry G, and thanks again for stopping by. Just 1 second, I'm just gonna put my spectacles on here, my glasses, because today I'm gonna read from the 20 questions of how to help you decide if you're an alcoholic, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read these questions, and every question, when I read them, I'm going to identify with it myself to give you an example of the way my life was. And if I can't identify with it, I'm just going to move on. Just a little sidebar. If you answer yes to any of these questions that I'm going to read, there might be a chance that you're on the road to alcoholism, okay? There might be a chance. It's a little bit of a warning sign. If you answer yes to 2 of these questions, there's a good chance that you are an alcoholic. Believe it or not. And if you answer yes to 3 or more of these questions, you definitely have a drinking problem. You really do. These questions are very general, but they're very, very effective, okay? So the first one goes like this. Do you lose time from work due to drinking? Well, that's a no-brainer. I wasn't even able to work. The last year of my working career, drinking, when I was drinking, I think I had 6 or 7 jobs. So the answer is yes. I lost a lot of time at work due to my drinking. The second one, is drinking making your home life unhappy? I didn't even have a home life. I was a loner, and I sure in hell made my girlfriend's home life very unhappy with my drinking. The answer is yes. Number 3, do you drink because you are shy with other people? No, I have to identify it as no with that. I've never really been shy. I've been nervous, but never really shy with anybody. The fourth one, is drinking affecting your reputation? Holy jumping, did it ever affect my reputation? The answer is yes. My reputation was in the gutter when it came to the end of my drinking. Number 5, have you ever felt remorse after drinking? Definitely. I felt a lot of guilt and a lot of remorse after my drinking, for sure. I really did. My behavior sometimes was completely out of line. The next one is, do you turn to lower companions or inferior environments when drinking? Yeah, I hang around with a lot of ghettos, believe me. I hung around in ghettos. I hung around in rooms that were, I remember renting one room. I thought a dog lived in the room. It was just, it was awful. Some of the friends I hung around with and rented rooms from were criminal type people, were drug addicts. It was just crazy. The answer to that is yes, a big fat yes to that one. Okay, does your drinking make you careless of your family's welfare? Well, of course it did. I never really had a family of my own, but I had girlfriends who had children. I would put them in the car. I would drink and drive. I would drug and drive. I would do things that would put their safety, compromise their safety. So that's a big fat yes. That's a big fat yes. Number 9, has your ambition decreased since drinking? Has your ambition decreased since drinking? It never really decreased, but it was always behind the 8 ball. I always wanted to be ambitious and have a good life and have a prosperous life, but alcohol always took that away from me. So yeah, it did decrease. My ambition was there, but once I got drinking, I said, fuck it. Threw everything in the air and said, fuck it. I won't go to work today. I won't do that because I don't feel like it. Another one is that, do you crave a drink at a defined time? Do you crave a drink at a defined time? That's a big fat no for me. That's a big fat no. I never did. Do you want to drink the next morning? So I hung over like a dog. Do I want to get up the next morning and have a drink? Well, the answer to that one is a big fat no too. Okay, does drinking cause you to have difficulties sleeping? Well, I've done videos on that. Drinking affected my sleep. I never ate when I drank. I always had barley sandwiches. You know, that's a beer sort of deal. So I never had any lunch, dinner, or supper. I wake up in the morning or wake up during the night with severe gut problems. I had bowel issues. I was antsy because I wasn't eating. I was never calm. So when I went to bed, I never really got a good night's sleep. And if I was really drunk, I would just sort of pass out. And you never really get a good sleep when you pass out. So the answer to that one is a great big fat yes again. Okay, Has your effectiveness decreased since drinking? Oh yeah, I was really ineffective. I did nothing when I drank. Nothing. I just drank. I drank probably 6 to 7 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if I had more money, I'd drink more. So nothing ever got done. I promised people things and I wouldn't show up or I wouldn't do it. So yeah, my effectiveness in life there was none there. There really was none there. 14, is drinking jeopardizing your job or business? Drinking jeopardized my job all the time. I lost many jobs because of my alcoholism. So it's a big fat yes on that one. Do you drink to escape from worries or troubles? Do you drink to escape from worries or troubles? Yes. I was very afraid when I drank. I was very worried of the future. I had lots of problems going on that caused me to worry a lot about myself. I really did. So I drank to escape those problems a lot. So that's another big yes. Another one is, do you drink alone? I never did. Maybe once in a while, but I never got drunk alone or anything. I didn't like to drink alone. I liked the atmosphere. I was a barfly, so I went out all the time to drink. So I never really drank alone. I never drugged alone either. It was always with other people. So that's a no. 17, have you ever completely lost your memory as a result of drinking? Have you ever completely lost your memory as a result of drinking? What they're talking about there is blackouts. And the answer for me is yes. People would walk up to me and say, Terry G, you're a great partier. Well, I couldn't believe you last night. And I can't, they'd go on and on how great a fellow I was out in the bar and, on the dance floor and at their parties and all this kind of stuff. I wouldn't remember anything. So the answer to that is yes. I blacked out often, or sometimes I had brownouts, come in, come out sort of thing. It was like a dream world. Okay, another one. Has your physician ever treated you for alcoholism? And the answer to me is no. I never told anybody. I never told my doctor I was an alcoholic. I never told anybody I was an alcoholic. My doctor has never treated me for my alcoholism. Do you drink to build up your self-confidence? Yes, a big fat yes. I drank all the time to build up my confidence. I felt like a loser. I had low self-esteem. I felt stupid. And when I drank, I felt better looking. I felt more ambitious. I had more self-worth. I was more outgoing. And the answer to that is yes. And the last one, have you ever been hospitalized or institutionalized because of your drinking? And the answer is yes. Hospitalized many a times. Towards the end of my drinking, I had huge palpitations and health issues were going on, and I was rushed to the hospital many, many times. So I just went through 20 questions with you, and 3 of them I had to say no to. And out of 20 of them, there were 17 yeses. So I have no problem admitting I'm an alcoholic because I have lots of sobriety now, and I look back and I answered these questions when I first came into sobriety or first in recovery. I probably answered maybe 4 or 5 of them yeses. But now when I look back, I can answer yes to the majority of them. Alcoholism is snuck into every nook and cranny of my life. It really did. It affected everything in my life, from my sex drive to my work life, to my relationships, to my financial life. You name it, to my health, whatever it was, emotional health, mental health, whatever it was, it seeped into every nook and cranny of my life, and I didn't even know it. So am I an alcoholic? Yes, I am. I'm going to leave a copy of these questions down below here in the comments, in the description, for you can take a look at them. So just remember, it's not a test. Just be honest with yourself. If you answer yes to one of them, there might be a chance that you're on your way of having a drinking issue. If you answer yes to 2 of them, you probably are well on your way. And if you answer 3 or more, there's a good chance that you are suffering from alcoholism and you need to take a look at it, okay? So try and be honest with yourself 100%. Try and be honest, okay? My name is Terry G. This is an alcohol-free life channel where we're going to live sober one day at a time, okay? One day at a time. Together, we're strong. Together, we can get sober and have a great life, okay? So stay strong, stay safe, stay sober. God bless. Over and out. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.